Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to Investing with a Difference. So, today we are going to talk about a pretty good event coming up later this week. That is a Pitchfest 2019 from Detroit Blockchain Center. This is an initiative by EOS Detroit along with the local partners here. And I'm going to be there, and I would like to give more information about it because these are the kind of things which we have been supporting within from Blockstart as well as Investing with a Difference. The goal is to support the development on EOS. And let's bring on Adam from EOS Detroit, who is leading this effort. And we can discuss more about what we can expect there and more details about this event. So let me stop sharing. Welcome, Adam, to the show.
Hey, how's it going, Rahman? So I mean, the Detroit Blockchain Center, um, we started this in partnership with one of our more well-known community members, Nate Talbot. He's a blockchain consultant who's worked with a number of different companies around Metro Detroit, kind of advising them on the different blockchain technologies, whether it makes sense for their certain applications. I think he's worked with places like Henry Ford Hospital before doing some stuff. So we kind of really, and to support the
Hey, Adam, I think I'm kind
in
of
the
losing
Detroit
you.
block. Sorry, what was
Yeah,
that?
I'm sorry. I kind of lost you for a bit. So maybe we can you can repeat some of the part which you just said.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So I was gonna say, basically, we started this back in May with Nate Talbot. He's a well-known community member. He's worked with Henry Ford on exploring some Henry Ford Hospital on exploring some blockchain projects. That was a tongue twister. But and the goal behind the Detroit Blockchain Center is to be an advocacy group for blockchain in Michigan. So primarily, we're working on advocacy. Um, Advising the legislature on what the laws in Michigan should look like to make it an attractive place for blockchain companies to locate. We want to go that Wyoming route rather than that New York route that they kind of screwed up back in 2014 and made it very restrictive to do a lot of things. And then longer term, we're looking to support other projects and businesses through a business incubator, and as well as some community projects here in Detroit and Highland Park, which is a neighboring city to Detroit.
Now that's great to hear. I think these are some of the initiatives which I really love, especially because we need to build local communities on blockchain and support the developers. I'm really excited to partner with you. So let me actually share it again and talk about exactly what's going on in the sense that like this event itself, maybe you can explain a little more about what's really we can expect out of this event.
Yeah, so the Pitch Fest, this is an idea that we had back in Q4. Couldn't get it off the ground in time to do it justice, but we brought it back in Q1 here with our corporate partner Yodlee, or InvestNet Yodlee, rather now. I know them as Yodlee because I come from the fintech space, and then they were bought out. But this is kind of a big reason why we're doing the center and Pitch Fest in general. Real quick, is to reach out to the more traditional companies and actually get them involved in this space. Making it a little bit more mainstream. That's always been EOS Detroit goal, is how do we actually get this in the hands of people rather than just the developer community, or just really the EOS hardliners, right? So we organized this Pitch Fest. It's going to be 12 pitches from companies primarily based in Detroit and Michigan, but we've also invited a few companies from around the world, and even including Liechtenstein. So that's pretty cool. And the whole idea here is to showcase Detroit blockchain and Detroit fintech, and show that it can stand on its own legs with some of the bigger, well-known cities like San Francisco and New York, and some of the hubs in Europe, right? So that's why we put this together. And we're happy to have you a part of it as well. So it's great to see you on there as on the judging panel. And we've really received a lot of great support from the EOS community. Warbly's giving out a pretty big prize. They're slated to distribute 1 million tokens to either one or two of the winners, provided that they can pass the AML KYC verification and their kind of background checks, right? But we also got Murmur, Pixios, Boyd, Parcel. So we've really tried to involve the greater EOS.io ecosystem in this event, and showcase some of those projects as well.
Sure. No, I think this is great to see, and I love to see the support coming from the community. I think, as you mentioned, we saw this previously when we did our scaling blockchain conference here and around the hackathon. I think there's a lot of support coming from these all the apps, and it's exciting to see that we are seeing all these apps becoming big enough now to looking for supporting these events, supporting more developers, not just themselves, but also coming out and looking for enhancing the ecosystem. And especially around, I think what you guys are doing as part of this Detroit Blockchain Center. I think this is something which we are excited on. And as you mentioned, like I'm very happy to be partnering with you. Happy to come down and help you with the judging as well as forming more partnerships. This is the same thing we are trying to do within Blockstart. I think I've been doing some videos earlier. We are trying to create a local community, developer community, as well as we have started the incubator here. And I think it's not a big community. The EOS community is still like in early stages. And if we can join hands, I think we can take it forward together. And I'm really excited to support this. So anything you would like to say right now about this event and how people can participate? So I think the application process is already completed. And as we can see, there are 12 pitches. How else you would like to, like what message you would like to give to the community for joining this effort, and what else people can look forward to?
Yeah, definitely. So as your viewers may or may not know, EOS Detroit always tries to live stream all of our stuff. So of course we're going to have a live stream going for the event. And so you'll be able to watch that actually on benzinga.com. We're working on getting a page, but if you just go to benzinga.com the day of the event, it starts at 5:30, the event, and then the pitches start around like 6:10, or the presentation does. If you just go to benzinga.com, you'll be able to find a link right up at the top to watch the live stream and see all the innovation that's going on. We're going to be doing interviews a little bit beforehand too, so it's going to be more of a festival, right, instead of just watching pitches.
No, this is great. I think this is the kind of excitement we do need. I think people can participate if they cannot visit. Of course, I will be there as part of the judging panel, but I think I would love to see if we can get more people excited about seeing these pitches. There's always something to learn. I think when people are seeing other projects, especially in this kind of a pitching environment where you get very little time. Being a developer, being part of the startups, I think this is one learning curve. And I'm really happy. I think what you guys have been doing. So we are really hoping that this can encourage more people to go develop on EOS. While of course this is something which is a great initiative for those who are pitching and who may win some prizes there to further their cause. So
yeah, and I was gonna say that's the whole thing, right? I was telling you before we got on the call, but it's really about trying to get the corporations to adopt the technology, right? Because that's when we're going to see the value of EOS grow. Real use cases, right? Supply chain, logistics, mortgages, right? Quicken Loans, the largest mortgage broker in America, is located right in downtown Detroit, right? So we're trying to bring in folks like that to start looking at EOS technology and blockchain technology in general. I know a lot of them are dipping their toes in the water, but we're trying to accommodate them and give them kind of an easy way to see all of the stuff that's happening in a couple hours, right? So
no, this is great. And Adam, thanks for coming on the show. It's great information. I would really encourage all the viewers here to to participate in this event, watch the live stream, and do join us in like how people are like these great 12 pitches which are coming. I think you will have something to learn while they pitch for like 5 minutes each, and also just understand what's happening in EOS development world. So any final words, Adam, before we close the show?
Detroit versus everybody, baby.
All right. No, it's we are all rooting for Detroit. I think it's a great stuff, as you said, like a lot of stuff happening there, and building a city like which building it again with there is a lot of things going on there. We here recently, and blockchain is the perfect example of where you can use the latest technology to go around and build a new community there and help with the growth of the city.
Exactly. Hey, thanks for the time, Ramon. I'm looking forward to seeing you, and it's going to be great. We hope to see everybody there.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.